A wild dine and dash in Ohio. Video shows a worker clinging onto the hood of a car that was speeding away from a Buffalo Wild Wings. Jack Shea from NewsNation affiliate WJW in Cleveland spoke to the victim and walks us through the dramatic confrontation.
911, where's your emergency?
Willoughby Buffalo Wild Wings. I have a person trying to dine and dash on me, and they're currently hitting one of my employees.
Sunday night, a manager at the Buffalo Wild Wings in Willoughby is attempting to stop 3 teenage girls who walked out on their tab and jumped into their car. The manager calls police, and he and a couple of other employees try to stop the car from leaving.
They just took off forward, and I was right there, so I was right on top of that car. I practically was put onto the vehicle.
Yep, they're trying to leave. It's a 328i BMW white. My employee is currently on their car. They're driving recklessly. My employee's in danger.
24-year-old Kayla Sherman clung to the hood of the car near the windshield as the 16-year-old driver drove around the parking lot in circles, trying to knock Sherman and a second employee clinging to a door handle off of the car.
My employee just fell off of it. My other employee's still on top of it.
Tell your employee to get off the vehicle and just
Get
walk
off
away.
the car, Kayla! She can't. They're driving fast as
I just had my fingers underneath there, and I clenched on as hard as I could.
The teen behind the wheel then pulled onto Euclid Avenue and accelerated to 65 miles an hour.
Swerving in and out of traffic, hitting the windshield wipers to try to get me to fall off, you know, laughing, saying, we'll take you on the highway.
Kayla Sherman would later tell investigators that as the car was speeding along Euclid Avenue, the teenagers inside were actually throwing items out of the sunroof in an effort to knock her off of the hood of the car. When the driver decided to pull down a side street, Kayla Sherman realized it was her best chance to save herself, and she rolled off of the car into the snow.
I was so thankful. Not long after, an officer was right there, and I said, please just help me.
A police officer in Wickliffe heard the bulletin about the car, and when he attempted to pull it over, the driver spun out in the snow. The 16-year-old was arrested for fleeing and eluding, and she and her 17-year-old passengers will also face charges for the dine and dash that nearly cost Kayla Sherman her life.
I really, truly did not believe that I was making it out of it. I truly believed that I was going to die. They were going to either make me fall off somehow, or if I fall off, they run me over. For someone to intentionally hit me over $115 check was baffling to me.
That was Jack Shea reporting. Kayla says the ordeal left her bruised and sore. You think? Also, she has already returned to work, though. What a gamer.
Yeah, but
I just speeding through icy parking lots with someone on your hood. Why not stop? I'm leaving that alone all the way around.
that person was trying to get away, but I would not be running after that person.
I was a 16-year-old.
I think she was afraid she'd be held accountable for the missing money, though. That's the problem. I think the reason she ran after them, her employer would have expected her to have that 115 at the end of her shift. So she's like, I don't have it. I need to go get the people who took my money.
Yes, but you never know what somebody has in their car or what they're capable of.
That's true.
That's asking for.
This is about the best way it could have turned out. So.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.